Oh, hello, welcome. This is Grand Madam at Grand Madam Live here. I hope you had a great weekend, and I hope you did catch my live from yesterday, which was impromptu. Today, you might be doing a little homework because I want to get from you pretty much what you would like to see in my membership features there. Want to see if I'm on the same track when we're really on the same page. And as usual, I'm here to entertain with tarot readings, but also to educate and enlighten as much as possible through these readings. My purpose is to provide you with clarity from not just the physical realm, but to show you how the spiritual realm will impact or influence the physical and mental realms at the same time. Okay. And basically, I have been trying to put together an introductory video for the membership. I'm getting more serious about this membership. I feel more comfortable with it now. Um, and didn't have the time to clear the cards before I came on live. I was only 2 minutes late this time, okay? All right. So bear with me while we, let's see, clear the energy, clear the air, call in the energies or attract the energies for the tarot as I bing with the chimes here. These chimes are also part of an ancient, oh, when I say ancient, I'm talking about Aristotle, Plato, ancient. And I think Aristotle was a few centuries before Plato. Um, Healing mechanism or healing tool. And today, chimes are also used in sound healing. They clear out certain discordant energies within your biosphere, your biofield. I'm sorry, you have a electromagnetic field, and it is connected. Don't ask me how. Biologically. I always thought, we had these energies and specters and beings coming from the outside in to influence us. And no, baby, they're on the inside. We are just that vast. We have our aura. It spans about 6 feet each side, left, right, top, bottom. Even as we walk the earth, there's still some part of our electrofield that's going beneath the earth that helps us stay grounded. Okay, so when I say make like a tree and ground yourself, you are literally rooting your energy into the ground. And some of you are savvy enough to sink it all the way down to the center of the earth. So you folks are really grounded, okay? So you don't get pushed around from side to side, okay? Um, oh, look at this. I guess we can get started now. We are in the throes of. Did I miss anything? Oh, one more. I missed a couple. We're in the throes of the full moon in Gemini, which means there's a lot of chitter chatter going on. I see a lot of negotiations, a lot of agreements being made. How long they'll last, who knows? But usually history tells us where treaties are made, and then as soon as it is signed, before the ink is wet, they're back to war again. So we will see. Oh, I forgot something. I forgot my pendulum. Mm. We will see what's going on. How about that Diddy situation? I am not doing a reading on that. That is just too much. That's just too much. But and also, it's like folks have been telling you that for the last 20 years. But the timing is now. And this is where astrology comes in. Right now, with that Saturn in Pisces, where's I took notes for yesterday when I came on improperly. I literally had to write some of this stuff down. Oh, this is not it. Where we had full moon coming in to Gemini, meaning it's a lot of talk. It's going to be exposure. People are talking. Okay. We have opposite that Sagittarius. Sun was in Sagittarius. Mercury's in Sagittarius. What else is in Sagittarius? I absolutely forgot. Mars. What is it? Mars? Nope, nope, nope. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And with those type of configurations or transits, rather, with those type of transits, it's exposure time. It is definitely going to be exposure time. But this is not going to last like a couple of days. This is going to be more like a verbal purge. And Saturn in Pisces alone is going to be up until, it's going to last and influence us up until May 2020, May 24th, 2025, I believe. I know it's 2025. Oh, excuse me. 20. Yeah. So you've got some of these planets that are going to be sending us energies or tapping into the energies that we do have and impacting us, influencing us, moving right into the new years. Okay. Now the moon is a quick mooning. It moves fast. It moves very fast. So from Gemini on to the next thing in a few days. But today we've got the Beaver moon, or what's left of it. It's 3 days. The influence of the full moon is 3 days before the moon reaches its peak, and 3 days after she reaches her peak. That's the influence. But please, it can last a lot longer than that. All right. And this is going to be a time of exposure, time of revelations. And I mean, it is just, and what is so interesting is how nobody cared before. Now everybody's watching, all eyes. And it's not just that situation. It's the situation, the Middle Eastern wars, what's going on in the Congo, what's going on in Sudan, what's going on in Ethiopia, and further down south, it looks like something is really getting ready to. I feel that something's getting ready to pop off in Tanzania and Rwanda, because those are two places I before I die, I must visit. And the only reason why I'm not interested now is because I feel something's getting ready to pop off between those two in Uganda and the Congo. I'm serious, and it's all from the situation, the massacres they had, or the wars they had, where it was like in the 90s. So you see, folks, just because you think everything is cool and everything is all right and everything is fine and you've reached some agreement and we've had these kumbaya moments, that's not always the truth, because there's still something unresolved going on there. And this is the time when everything is coming out. So on that note, let's see what's going to be coming out for us right about now. Push this back a bit. Okay. Move this over some. What's coming out? What is it we need to take notice of? I'm using my Dark Goddess deck as the oracle to pick up the energies around us and our environment. And this we're looking at. What do we have to look out for now in this today? Let's see, for the rest of the month, what do we have to look out for? What does the Grand Collective? Oh, Tarot team, I'm sorry, I didn't call you in. Please come. I'm calling on my tarot team, ancestors, the ancestors and guardian angels of all those who view this show. And mine too. Open invitation, please come. And at the same time, I call on the archangels to come and protect us from all four corners with your flaming swords. Halak, Azazel, Aziel, on the inside of our energy fields as well as on the outside of our energy fields. Protect us from the negative. No trolls coming into our energy. should be allowed. And that's trolls on the channel and troll on the chat, trolls in our lives. Let's just keep them at bay for now. And so it is. Okay. Now, what is it? That does not mean we're not going to run into challenging people. Because the reason we have challenging people in our space is because we have to learn something about ourselves. And that challenging person who is such a pain in the neck, why is that person a pain in the neck? He's a pain in the neck. She's a pain in the neck. They're a pain in the neck because of what they do and how they see things. What they're displaying, what they're demonstrating is that part of us we don't like and we refuse to accept about ourselves. When we're being a pain in the neck to somebody else. So keep that in mind. Okay. What must we be aware of this month? There's something else that's getting ready to pop this month. Something ready to pop this month. What should we, the Grand Collective, be aware of? You don't want to see me, you want to see this. Okay. And so we have Sheila and the gig. Okay. Hold on to your hats, ladies, gentlemen, folks. We are going to be seeing desperation. Some of us might be feeling desperation, but we know we are to ground ourselves like trees so we can stay clear and grounded and not have this experience. Some of us will be called upon to ground others who are beginning to feel desperate about their situations. Contain it if you can, folks. Desperate is dangerous, always. There's no rationale with desperate. Look at this. Some people will be feeling abandoned, experiencing and broke. And this might be a sign of codependency in some folks. And some folks may literally be just dumped and abandoned, especially if you've lost your job or got kicked out of a group or somewhere. No, Spirit didn't show somebody getting thrown out of Walmart. Yes, they did. Some of us are going to be abandoned because of the knowledge we have. This is separating the wheat from the chaff. Take heart. Breathe. And make like a tree. Ground yourself. Send the energy beneath your feet down to the center of the earth and extend your arms high, high above your head. And breathe. And understand you are more than enough. Your purpose here was to help others balance themselves as you balance and ground yourself. Because you have the knowledge they need. Okay. Okay, some people are going to be feeling guilty because their business is all out in the street for the public to see. Well, we know who those people are on the macrocosm in the celebrity world, but this is also going to be experienced in the personal world, the individual world. We have politicians and celebrities. They are really being charged. They have been charged with some heavy duty stuff. 50 years ago, this would have been, two things could have happened. It would have been either swept under the rug or folks would have just disappeared into a jail cell and we wouldn't know why. We get a one sentence blurb. But with the celebrities, wow. Some of those stories that we're hearing now would never make it to broadcast. And they'd still be sitting in a cell somewhere. It seems like equality is going to be an issue. Folks, let me tell you something about equality and fairness in 3D. This is something you literally have to fight for because no one's going to give it to you. And that's the truth about equality. If you don't feel it within yourself, no one is going to give it to you. Folks asking for equality in a system, in a world that is unfair, they're going to get very frustrated. One group of folks make sure they have their own. They do whatever it takes to make sure they have what they need and all that they want. Others are going to sit back and wait for some magical process to occur, whether it be voting or paying money to get their equality. So do what you need to do for you first, because this is turning out to be one heck of an issue. Because if there's no equality, that means there's an inequality somewhere, and someone has taken more than they deserved, and they probably took it from you, which is what has been concealed all this time. All this time. Hell, the goddess Hell is about concealment, keeping stuff hidden. And Serotonin is about inspiration. What is hidden is being written. Whenever I see inspiration, I think of the written word, the words of inspiration. It can be vocal, it can be song, but I'm definitely something that was inspiration, concealment, inspiration. Those are writings that were hidden. Oh, Funak. And it's like they were hidden deliberately to keep some group or factions or the public from knowing, so that they could, the powers that be or the folks who knew could be envied. I am the envy of your world. You are beneath me. That kind of thing. That kind of thing. And here's Inanna with her seduction. Seduction with money, seduction with sex, seduction with food. Seduction is seduction. Be mindful of what seduces you. I mean, seduce yourself is one thing, but when someone else seduces you with something, there's going to be a judgment. And there will be a decision that will need to be made. Okay. Oh, and our, because why? Because of this is interesting. The trickery. I have a card for trickery and then a card for deception. That hasn't popped up yet. But the trickery is here. So the seduction and the decision making based on the seduction was all about the trickery. Yes, we trick ourselves too. We know we have no business eating that ice cream, but we buy it and we're going to leave it in the freezer and then tell ourselves we're not going to eat it in the middle of the night. Yeah, we do. Especially when we're resting, like Goddess Sneaks is telling us, just chill, sit back, lay back. I got this. Just be still, chill. I'm protecting you. I got you. Goddess Sneaks. Okay. Oh, and Irish Kegel is about force. Let's see what's coming up next. Force what, Irish Kegel? Oh. Have you ever heard of forced integrity in your life? Forced integrity. Folks, I saw something today. I was reading parts of the manifesto, Project 2025, the Conservatives' manifesto. And if you don't know what forced integrity is, if they get to pull that thing or institute anything from that manifesto into government policy, you will find out immediately. And what that's about, hey, Kamoyo and Robin, hey, Grand Risings, y'all. This forced integrity, that's exactly what it is, dear. I said I wasn't going to get into this until I was going to hold this for my membership, my private groups. But since it came up in the reading, I'll give you an example. And this is my fear. They're forcing integrity for one thing. They've really taken away the rights of free will and another thing. And I'll give you an example. Forced integrity. In the Project 2025, which is the manifesto for the conservative parties, okay? Fatherhood is a high priority. Now, the way I'm reading it is that they are allegedly, this is the way I'm reading it, they are going to cut off the benefits of the single mom and her children, which will no longer be considered a family. Yes, they put it in writing, and given to the married man who has a family. Now, I guess if you are, if you're a family and you have low income, you work, and still can barely make ends meet, sure, that would be a great idea to have the benefits. The government pay you benefits so that you can keep your family above ground. But what is so scary is you must be married to a woman and you must have children for government benefits. And they want to literally take those benefits from the single mothers and give them to the married fathers. And they're not joking about this. That's just one instance, okay? But forced coercion, integrity. This is all about bringing the male back into the home. I don't know how well that's going to go over. Because, boyfriends, live-in situations, they came out and said with non-related children, no benefits. They get no benefits. And this is going to be quite interesting. It's like, this is beyond culture war now. This is going to be, it's changing into law. But that is the proposal. Where did I get this? That's a proposal. So that's coming up next. And about the proposals, it's like this. Now, even regardless of who gets into office to be president, because also in the proposal, it assumes Donald Trump will be the president, okay? They're going to institute this stuff by 2025. Now, regardless of who's in the office, some of those pieces that's in that manifesto is still going to be in law because there's got to be some kind of negotiation and compromise. That's how government works. So if you want me to stop doing this, then you're going to have to do that. That's basically, I know I feel it strongly because I've seen it coming. Some of those issues, some of those benefits are definitely going to be snatched away. They've been snatched. They've already started. At the bottom, not the bottom, the next card is calling for, we need a spirit of endurance. So we're getting ready to get some very interesting ways of life we're about to experience. Nothing that we've been used to. So we are definitely going to have to, like I said, plant and stay strong. Okay. I thought I'd turn that on. Well, that was confirmation too. Okay, so this is the energy that's around us now. This is around our aura. So it's in the wind. What's the bottom deck? Well, persuasion. Okay. At the bottom of this deck is the energy of persuasion. So this is going to be quite interesting. So now let's see what's going on with us. Celtic spread. Okay. And basically, from what the manifesto is 935 pages long. You can, and it's a PDF you can download for free, or just buy it yourself. It's good to take a look at things like that to know pretty much what's on politicians' minds. Some things I agree with, other things I'm going, oh Lord, they're not going to try that. I'm so glad I'm the age I am and not a young person these days. But I have a daughter and I hope to have grandchildren. You know, I have nieces and nephews who are going to be, well, their children are going to be living through that now. So that's just how I feel on that. So that's the energy around us. Clarify all that stuff. What can we look forward to? What's the good stuff we can look forward to, Tarot team? The Grand Collective. What good can we look forward to? Let's look. Okay, overall energy. Oh, look at this. Okay, 9 of Pentacles, Virgo energy, financial security. King of Cups. Deep feelings not shown. So what is? SpaghettiOs. Okay, that's why this deck is. Okay. Finances and career in relationships. Finances and careers. Well, finances have always been a problem with their relationships, romantic relationships. So let's see what's going on here. Oh boy, we have the presentation, or what I call the collaboration card, 3 of Pentacles, where somebody's showing someone's work, their work. And here, sneaky shenanigans behind the back. And here's the truth coming out. Ace of Swords. The sword of truth coming out in the future position. So what is this all about? Somebody's under pressure. 9 of Wands. Somebody just came out of the argument of the century and they're like, whew. And that's in present tense. A lot of tension between, Jesus. A lot of tension in relationships here. Oh my goodness. This is the abandonment I was telling you about. 5 of Cups. 3 cups have been kicked over and 2 cups are left, but nobody's looking at the 2. Maybe my finger's in the way. Nobody's looking at the 2 cups left. That's a concern. Feelings of abandonment. Okay. If you're in sound healing, use frequency 417 to take away those feelings, to heal those feelings. A lot of anxiety. Good gracious of them. See, I've been single for a long time. I've been single so long, I've enjoyed every single minute of my life. And I have really not been paying too much attention to what coupled folks are doing. I don't know. Okay. This is the Ace of Wands. This is the new beginnings. This can be about a pregnancy. This can be about a phallus, an actual penis itself. And there's some issues here. What's going on? People are watching. This is the Page of Swords. Data is being collected. Oh, yeah. This is going back to this proposal, folks. Good gosh, I reckon. Something tells me I probably not should have read that before doing this card reading. Oh, my God. Data is being collected on people's sexual behavior. Again, the problem this time is we'll see. Do people know about it? That's the problem. Do people are they volunteering this information, or are they just being tracked? The government does track things like this, and it's tracked during the number of people, the number of children, the number of children on social services, the number of children in foster care, the number of people who are married, the number of people who are not married, whatever state, locale you're in. They literally track this type of stuff. And the federal, oh gee, this is my card for the federal. He's the Emperor Aries energy. But this also is my federal government. See, this is right out. Oh, I'm sorry. This is right out of that proposal. And this is also something they were going to do, which I didn't tell you about, but it's right there. They will be basically tracking families. Oh, and look at this. Now, the devil is a big blockage. I don't like this at all. Oh, I bet this is talking about that manifesto. Look at that. Controlled by the devil. Now, this can also be business or it can be Capricorn, the sign of Capricorn, because this Baphomet is really a goat. I don't know where the wings came from. But these are part of the this is pressure. This is why this guy here is under so much pressure. He's stuck between the government and devil energy. Devil energy. What is this? Okay. Mental challenge is trying to make things work, trying to make money, trying to get a job, trying to work the job, trying to stand on the job. Emotional problems. This is the emotional challenge is being given double messages. Can't get it right to save our souls because we don't know what's really going on. And here we have the Wheel of Fortune major change. Folks, what I have here is basically what was in that proposal. Where do we stand? Well, I'm cool. I'm beyond this. But for you younger people, look it up. Project 2025. Like I said, it's 935 pages. Obviously, you're not reading all 935 pages, but go in the contents and start looking up economics, look up families. Uh, some of those laws are going to be slipped in. Some of those proposals, they're going to be slipped in. If they weren't going to be slipped in, I don't believe it would be on my table, because especially under major change. Now, 1, 2, 3. Okay. It only has 3 major arcana, meaning, okay, it's not going to be a complete change, which is what I suspect. Some bits and pieces from that manifesto is going to end up in federal policy. Wow. All right. Yeah. And that can be worked with, changed, adjusted, modified. We'll see as we go. At the bottom of the deck. Oh, wait a minute. Before I go to the bottom of the deck, I'm going back to the first 3 cards. What we have here. All right. We have the well-to-do woman. She's financially secure. We have the king here, the man, and we have their relationship. And this is still weird. Because you know what, folks? It's almost like this is going to be. This is crazy. And we have the three showing his work. This is weird, but to me, this is beginning to look like woman as breadwinner now. It's weird. It's weird for me because, well, my mother was the breadwinner. Dad was in the military. My grandmother was the breadwinner on one side because granddaddy got sick at 25 years old and was a semi-invalid until he was 75 and passed. On my other grandma's side, no, she was the housewife and grandpa worked on the railroad. This is an interest. You know what is coming out? This is the ace of the sword. This is the truth that's coming out. This is the truth. And what's coming out is that there are times, and there are many times, when women are the breadwinners and heads of the household, and even with the men there, the women has still, they got the money. Hmm. Hmm. Let me look at this Wheel of Fortune here. Because, my next question is, if the women are making the money, husbands get stipends for being husbands? Question mark. All right, let me clarify this Wheel of Fortune here. What is the Wheel of Fortune? That's interesting. But you have to be a husband to get that stipend or that assistance or whatever it is you need. But you know what? And is it Denmark or Norway? One of the those countries, I think it's in the Netherlands. Husbands do get stipends. They get when a child's coming in to the family, new baby's coming in, husband and wife, they can get about 5 years worth of benefits and keep their jobs to come home and take care of the babies. Okay. Now, I'm trying to remember how it's done. Wife can go to work and husband can still get the stipend. I'm calling it stipend. Maybe it's I don't know, maybe it's something called something else. But it is assistance. It is a check. So now he's not going to get his whole check from the job, but he gets a check from the job and he gets a government check. And they get their, everything they need to keep that family whole. Maybe that's what they're trying to do. I'm in agreement with that if you want to do it like that. What is Wheel of Fortune? What is Wheel of Fortune? Because look at this, folks. Healing, inner child. Folks, you know what? Avoidance, stalemate, rebirth this winter. So it's going to come out this winter. I wonder if that's not what they're shifting, because they have to know by now you cannot have one person managing all that is expected to manage when you have child and work and child at the same time and home. I wonder. Let's see. It's the Netherlands. I know it's the Netherlands where the dads get like government assistance for being dads. Now, when the child goes back to school, then everybody goes back to work, unless another child comes. Okay. Our husband's going to start getting assistance, government assistance. Our husband's going to get government assistance to support their families. Hold on let's see. in the United States. Our husband's going to receive government assistance to support their families in the United States after 2025. That's a yes. That's a yes. That's a yes. Is this new family assistance model like a copy similar to the Norwegian model or the Netherlands model? Somewhat. Okay. Somewhat. So they're going to have, of course, they're going to have different little things, nuances in because we're a different company. But that to me is a good thing. But you have to be married. See, you have got to be married. So that's interesting. That is interesting. Huh. Wow. Oh my goodness. I've been up here 41 minutes talking, talking, talking. Does anyone have any questions, anyone? Mm-hmm. Oh, here's one for you, Camello. Let's see. You know what I'm going to ask, right? It's a Panther question. I want to know, will they ever use the Arroyo and Black Panther storyline in live action movies? Will the MCU ever? Robin, this is a little thing that this is a hobby. Comic books and I thought that would wake you up, Caballo. Robin, we're comic book addicts. That's where our escapism is. Okay. And we want to see our favorite character married and happily married while they kick butt throughout the galaxy. Okay. Two powerful people. All right, let's go see. Will they ever have Aurora, and Black Panther together? Together. Because what they're doing. Oh, Robin, you in it? You down too? Okay, Robin's down too. Okay. Because everybody's getting tired. They're more off and on than the soap operas. We can't stand it. Okay. Oh, I should have used my pendant. Let's see. Let's see what the cards have to say. Okay. Are they ever going to have Arroyo and Black Panther in live action as married folk? Okay. Oh my goodness. All right. I'm going to do the 5 card. I'm going to put 5 piles on there, and we're looking for aces. 3 aces mean yes. 4 aces mean hell yeah. Okay, here we go. First card down is they're doing something in the dark. Okay, let's see. First card. Okay. 4, 5, 6. Oh, okay. Here's 1 ace. File 2. 1, 2, 3. Here's 2. Here's another ace. And it's interesting. The Ace of Pentacles is about money. The Ace of Swords is about ideas, story ideas. Let's keep going. Now 3. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. Next pile, no ace there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, And there's that magic one. That's a yes. Problem is, we don't know when. Let's see if a fourth ace comes up. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There. Ooh! All four. Too bad I only have two hands. How much you want to bet? This is going to come from the drive, and it's going to be a drive, a movement for married families again. How much you want to bet? We have four aces. Absolutely, they're going to do it. Just don't know when are they going to do it. Spirit, do we have? Oh, come on! Oh, wait a minute. Spirit's got jokes. Spirit, tarot team, Kitaka Nuke. Dare I ask for the spirit of Chadwick Boseman? Okay, no, you may not. All right. When are they going to do? When are we going to get this movie? Damn. I heard 10 seasons. 10 seasons. Will I be living around? Will I still be around living to see it? Yes, you will. Okay. I guess I'll have my great grandchildren. Let's just work on it's coming. Let's work on it's coming because we can change timelines. We can change timelines. How do you change a timeline? With your mind? You focus on it. We want to see Aurora and T'Challa together, happy, kicking butt, not only on Earth but out in the galaxy. That's going to be our focus. Now, where and how? Just keep the focus. MCU live action, or just what? MCU live action. We don't need the MCU. It's live action. T'Challa and Aurora. We have the live action T'Challa. We've already had it. Thank you for. I'm trying to put the affirmation together. I'm trying to put the spell together. Okay. Thank you for this great live action that put T'Challa and Aurora together as man and wife. Thank you for this live action, Happily Married, for putting T'Challa and Aurora together as man and wife. Thank you. Thank you. Living happily. Kicking ass. Living happily. That something around those, just keep that, and then like push it out there. Push it out there. Try that. Push come to shove, pick up something from the MCU, just write MCU and do that little affirmation. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. They'll pick up. They'll pick up. Okay. Oh, they need it. Yeah. Yeah. Or something like that. Yes. Yes. I think, yeah, let's try that. And I bet you this drive to, because, but, Aurora, we're talking about Storm. She can kick up a fuss when she wants to. I don't want her playing second fiddle or what's this damsel in distress BS. Nah. Because when push comes to shove and you husband and wife, you both are digging down in their heels and you coming up with something to make life work for you. And that's the way I want to see my comic characters, comic book characters digging down, coming up. I want situations to be so dire. They come together to work it out, to beat the super. Better be a super villain too. And then after everything is all done and said, they're at least talking. Might marry again. Some people do marry the same people twice. What can I say? And on that note, what time is it? I've been on here 50 minutes. I'm getting ready to sign off unless anyone has any questions. Camille, Robin, any questions? Okay, folks, I'm going to wrap it up here. So, what we have to look forward to, we need to really, like I said, read that manifesto and keep, thank you, and keep the idea of Aurora and T'Challa together, happy, beating supervillains in the earth and on the galaxy. You're welcome, sweetheart. And on that, it's almost time for me to have lunch, isn't it? Oh, my goodness, yes. It's almost time for lunch. So, folks, much love to you. See you when I see you. If I can get off this thing.